I have a story that will make you tremble. Are you prepared? Or are you terrified? This is not for the faint. I step into the pitch-black darkness, my flashlight guiding my path through the ominously silent hallway. The air feels heavy with an unseen menace as I walk, my heart pounding with anxious anticipation. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched, observed by unseen eyes lurking in the shadows. But I ignore these sensations. After all, it's just my job, something that I've done many times before. The air seems thicker, weighted with a sense of foreboding. I try to shake off the feeling, but as I take each step, the whispers start to grow louder and louder, becoming more distinct with every passing moment. It's like a language I don't understand, a foreign tongue that feels both ancient and unsettling. I try to ignore the whispers, but they're insistent. They don't stop, taunting me with incessant chatter. I can't tell if they're coming from inside my head or somewhere in the darkness. All of a sudden, it gets completely silent, and my footsteps are the only sounds that can be heard when suddenly something strange begins to happen. The temperature drops, and the air becomes frigid and icy. I feel the hair at the back of my neck stand up, a sure sign of danger. My anxiety increases as I begin to hear the sound of someone walking behind me, their feet shuffling on the ground. I turn back around to investigate, but the hallway is empty. I keep moving forward, my flashlight beam pointing to the ground ahead of me, when I notice shadowy figures starting to appear and disappear at the edge of my vision. I dismiss them as tricks of light and shadows, but there is a nagging doubt in the back of my mind. Then, something strange happens. My flashlight seems to be dimming, and it starts to flicker as if it's being drained of its energy. Panic sets in as I realize that I may be trapped in the darkness. My flashlight goes out, and I am plunged into complete darkness. I hear whispers. The whispers surround me, their hissing voices making my ears ache. They are demanding something from me, but I don't know I can't make out what they are saying. I try to shake them off, but they're too strong, too persistent. Every breath is labored. My palms are sweaty, and I can feel my heart racing as fear takes a grip over me. I try to move, but I can't. My feet are stuck. I'm rooted in place, helpless. Fear grips me, and then I see it. The shape of a figure emerging from the darkness. A formless entity that takes on a humanoid form. Its eyes are dark, swirling with a malevolent energy that makes my blood run cold. The darkness is alive, and it's coming for me. It finally approaches me, and I feel a force pushing me down onto the ground. I can barely breathe. The weight of darkness and fear is crushing me. I feel something cold and slimy wrap around my ankle, and I hear whispers. Whispers that I can now recognize as they call me by name in a language that I do not understand. The whispers get louder and louder until I can feel them inside my head. The pressure on my ankle grows stronger, and I feel the darkness pulling me further and further away, dragging me away from the world of the living. I struggle and fight back as hard as I can. I scream, but the darkness is all-consuming. I am drowning, suffocating in a sea of shadows, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Trying to save myself from being taken away, but it's no use. I am lost, consumed by the abyss of darkness, and there's no coming back from this just like that. I am gone, consumed by the darkness. The whispers stop, the cold disappears, and I am left alone, trapped in a nightmare that I cannot escape. As I sit here, lost in the abyss of darkness, I realize that I am no longer alone. I can hear the whispers again. The whispers grow louder, more intense, almost maddening. I feel them resonating inside my mind, and I know that they are coming for me. I try to scream, but no sound escapes from my lips. I try to resist, to fight my way back to the light, but it's all for naught. I realize that this is my final moment, and I brace myself for what's to come. As the darkness drags me away, I feel my body being pulled apart, torn into nothingness. The whispers that once surrounded me grow louder and maddening. I am lost in the abyss of darkness, and I know that I'm never coming back. Suddenly, I feel something graze my shoulder, and I hear a voice so guttural, so inhuman, that it sends a shiver down my spine. I know that there's no hope for me, that whatever darkness is consuming me is now claiming my soul. And then, just as suddenly as the darkness appeared, it fades away, leaving me alone in a barren wasteland. The darkness has dissipated, replaced by a stark, blinding light, emanating from a figure standing in front of me. It's a figure that radiates an energy so powerful that I can't look away. I recognize it as an angel, a creature of light and purity, and I feel a sense of relief, understanding that I am now saved. But my relief is short-lived as the angel draws nearer. As it approaches, I realize that its appearance is not one of benevolence, but of malice and malevolence. The light it had embodied is now gone, and it has taken a twisted demonic form. In that moment, I know what has happened. I have been cast into hell. The world's brightest light has taken me away from everything I ever knew or loved, only to deliver me to an abode of pain and suffering. The angel that I thought would save me is now torturing me. I am torn apart, my soul consumed by the fires of hell. The sounds of the demons are all around me, their rallying cries and laughter too much for my mind to bear. I scream and thrash, wanting nothing more than to escape this never-ending torment. But I know that there is no escape. As I lay dying, consumed by the flames of hell, I realize that this is where I will remain. Forever. The end.